I am so excited for the new God of War Laufey game. And if you're watching one of my videos, I would hope that you're excited too. But if you're not, don't worry, there are plenty of people just like you that would hate to see a woman be a protagonist of a major video game. Take Asmongold for an example.
Yeah, I'm not playing this because she's a woman.
The man who eats maggot-infested food and lets cockroaches crawl over his setup as he streams. What a great example, a great man to model yourself after. It's great to hear, right? We're not alone. In all seriousness though, guys, these incels are indeed mad about the new God of War game. And I find that to be ridiculous, to be honest, because anyone with good taste and good eyes should be able to see that trailer and be so hyped for the new game like I was. But what these incels can't get past is the fact that a woman has the audacity to be the protagonist of a major video game franchise. 50% of the population, by the way, they cannot stand to see them in media. Well, here's my take. These men are not fans of God of War. They're fans of fighting games. They are fans of games that have no story, where you just fight enemies and bosses, and you skip through all of the cutscenes mindlessly. These cutscenes are what make God of War a legendary game. And if they actually consumed this game for what it was in 2018 and in Ragnarok, they would be super excited for God of War Laufey. Let's talk about it. See, anyone who really paid attention to the story of God of War 2018 would understand how Faye, Kratos' wife, is a crucial part of Kratos' development from a rage-filled man who, and I quote,
"A god of war, god of pain, of suffering, of destruction."
Kratos himself was not proud of his past. He brought destruction to his homeland out of pure rage. He so clearly regrets and resents himself for his past, so much so that he refuses to discuss it with his son, Atreus. But we also see in his flashbacks with his late wife, Faye, how she softened him, ultimately leading him to stop hiding his past. He was no longer ashamed. He became
A god of hope. When all else is lost.
And to the men criticizing God of War Laufey, this probably all sounds soft. They want their manly, violent, angry, emotionless Kratos back. They don't want to see the real character development, they just want to smash things. But what they do not understand is that the beauty of a good story is change and development. The reason why the God of War franchise is so revered is that they took an iconic franchise from the 2000s and transcended it into more than just a fighting game about killing gods. They created a character that could be loved for more than just his fist, but for his character, as a man who was deeply scarred and betrayed by a god that he once worshipped, into a man who was able to accept his mistakes and overcome them. And it was this powerful woman, Laufey, who showed us empathy, who showed him love after he was tricked into killing his own family, who gave us Atreus, who will likely be the successor of this incredible franchise. So yes, unfortunately for these incels, we have to understand who Laufey was to understand Atreus and why he has the power he has. The entire plot of God of War 2018 was about delivering this woman's ashes to the highest peak in all the realms. She prophesied this, by the way, and without this journey, we would have never found out that Atreus is Loki. This woman has essentially been guiding the new age of God of War. She knew that the events of God of War 2018 and Ragnarok were going to happen before they happened. And she knew she needed a way to get Kratos to go outside of his comfort zone so Atreus could discover who he really is. Loki, the liberator of the giants. Loki, the kid who brought Ragnarok to a halt with his actions. And guess who knew all of this was gonna happen before it happened? Laufey, the woman, the giant, the prophet that guided her husband and her son's steps to create two of the most revered games of the past 20 years. Okay? More like 16 years because it's 2026, but I'm just saying that to be a little bit more dramatic. Alright? So, for these men to sit here and say, hey, I don't want a game about your girl, Kratos. And I quote from a really popular streamer.
Yo, Kratos, I fuck with you, but I don't want to play as your girl, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm seeing graphics depicting her doing laundry instead of being the actual badass warrior that she is. By the way, if you watch the trailer, I know I talked about the trailer already, but you guys need to watch it, okay? It looks so cool. And I do not understand, even from a logical perspective, how anyone can see that trailer and not think it's cool. But I do understand why this is happening, and I'm not surprised or confused about it. It's plain and simple. It's misogyny at the end of the day. There is no good reason why this game isn't going to be just as good as any of the past God of War games. The only reason that they can find in their mind is because it's not a man. Alright? They can't stand the fact that a woman can be just as strong as a man. A woman can do the same things as a man. A woman can head a game just as well as a man, and it absolutely makes no difference, because you know what, the story is the same, the combat is the same. Obviously there's going to be some quirks, there's going to be some differences, but it's still going to have that touch, that feel that people love about the God of War franchise. It's made by the same people, it's just a woman instead of a man. And I do not like, it's so hard for me to comprehend why men are not excited to see a cool, beautiful woman for like a 14, 15, 20 hour game. Like, I'm excited, especially as a lesbian. I'm so excited. But like, it doesn't quite make sense to me why men don't value women outside of their maternal value or their physical value. It's like these men see women as an object, as a trophy, as a collectible, but they don't really care about women in media. They don't really care about women in art. They don't really care about women in the world, but they still want to marry a woman, have their children. As a man who is apparently at one point in time going to try to court a woman, wouldn't you try to treat them with the utmost respect? Wouldn't you try to revere them? Wouldn't you respect them as the counterpart of yours that can hold a child, which you cannot do? Like, I do not understand that. I do not understand. And we know that Laufey was a very secretive person when she was alive. We know that there's a lot of things that we don't know, because Kratos says it himself, that Laufey had secrets that she refused to share. But the reason why she refused to share them was because they were going to discover these secrets along the way. Not everything, but a lot of important information. Like, first game, Kratos seeing that Loki, Atreus, is destined to kill him in the future. And we are probably going to see that in the God of War Atreus game, that we are 100,000% going to get after God of War Laufey. But the reason why it's so important that we get a God of War Laufey first is because these secrets that she's holding are going to develop the plot even further. And a good storyteller knows how important it is to develop a plot, right? Like, we can't just dive into Atreus' story without knowing what there is to know about him. And there's no good reason why we can't have a game about Laufey, because there is an afterlife in Norse mythology. So this game is going to be set in her death in the afterlife. And I'm sure that we will find a lot more about both Kratos and Atreus, which will enrich the experiences of God of War Loki. God of War Atreus is going to be awesome because we now know the origins, the story of both of his parents, and why he is so awesome and has all of these powers. And why not learn about a giant woman who has freaking awesome powers, great combat skills, brought both Kratos and Thor to a standstill. She's going to be facing 2 God of Wars from different cultures. We are expanding the God of War, the meaning of the God of War franchise. You do understand that we can't have a video game franchise go on for like 15 games about the same character. That's boring, okay? It has to develop, it has to change, it has to grow into something different. And the only reason why you're mad about it is because it's a woman. You wouldn't even care if Atreus was the next main character of the game. All you care about is that it's a woman. There's no good reason to care about it being a woman or a man, because they're both have the same abilities to fight and to make an interesting game, and they have an interesting story, and they have powers, and they're both strong in their own rights, dude. I'm getting so passionate about this because it's genuinely so infuriating, because I can't understand why these men, these incels, feel the need to open their mouths about it, okay? If you don't want to play the game, don't play the game. It's that simple. If you don't want to play it, don't play it. I'll play it. Everyone else will play it. We'll be missing out on a great game from a great developer, but that's on you. And you don't have to share your opinions to the world. Nobody wants to hear it. But anyways, thank you for listening to me rant about this. I know I got a little bit passionate. I got a little bit emotional. All right. Just because I'm really passionate about this. I love video games. And I am so excited that we're going to get so much more female protagonists in the year of 2026 and 2027. We're getting like God of War, Veronica, Fable. We're getting a lot of things, okay? And I'm excited. And I hope you're excited too. Thank you for listening to me yap about one of my favorite God of War franchises. I hope that you play the game yourself if you play video games, because I think it's going to be awesome. Alright, I'll see you guys.